Hello again and welcome back. This is Florida Legislative Training Part 2, How to Track a Bill. My name is Jean Siebenaler and I am the Democratic Women's Club of Florida's Legislative Chair. We hope that you have had the chance to review our Florida Legislative Training Part 1. It provides a good background in the basic structure and legislative process of the Florida State Legislature. Information has been updated as of July of this year, and it can be found at the website link shown on your screen. In this training, you will be oriented to the Florida Senate and House websites, seen here as their home pages. These sites contain all of the necessary information you need to track a bill's progress, from its filing through its assigned committees and eventually its possible enactment into law. To get us started, I am going to first use the Florida Senate website to illustrate how to find important information about individual senators, districts, and committees. Here you will see that I have highlighted the tab for senators. This is where you can find the entire list of state senators, including your own, and important information about them and their districts. As seen here, the list of senators is sorted alphabetically by last name. But you can just as easily sort the list by district number or by political party. This little sun icon also indicates that you can track individual senators, so this is a good time to explain this tracking process. When you click on any sun icon or the Tracker tab on the Senate homepage for the first time, it will take you to this enrollment screen where you must set up an account. The House website also has this feature. You can then sign up to track bills, committees, legislators, publications, press releases, and more. Anything designated with a little sun icon. You have the option to receive email updates for any of the tracked items according to the frequency you indicated in your account preferences. With that little side journey completed, let's go back to the senator list and dive into the kind of information you can see in an individual senator's page. We will use Senator Ausley, who represents District 3, as an example. You can see the senator's photo, political party designation, and committee assignments. On the left side of the page, you will find contact information and names of legislative office staff. And you will see a more detailed map of the counties represented in District 3. If you click on the tab Bills Introduced, you will see the bills that were sponsored and co-sponsored by the senator during the most recent session. Keep in mind that we are reviewing the 2021 session, since the 2022 session has not yet started. You would also be able to find information about the senator's media publications and biographical information. Now let's turn our attention to finding information about specific Senate committees. Go back to the Senate homepage and click on the tab Committees, where you will find an option for Committee List. Click on that and up will pop the entire list of Senate committees. If you are interested in a specific committee like Environment and Natural Resources, click on that link. You will see relevant information about that committee. First of all, you can see again that you have the option to track this committee by signing up with the little sun icon in the upper right corner of the screen. You will also find the committee chair, vice chair, and other committee members, including their political party affiliations. In the lower part of the screen, you will find important information about the committee meetings, including their dates, meeting agendas, and audio and video recordings after they have ended. Before we leave this overview of the Senate website, I want to point out one more essential tab on the Senate homepage. It is the Reference tab in the upper right of the slide, and it contains very helpful information. One of the most important sections under the Reference tab is the glossary of terms and acronyms used during the legislative process. Another important section under the Reference tab is the list of frequently asked questions. This page will answer many questions for you that are not covered in today's basic training. I highly recommend that you use it. Now we will move to the House of Representatives homepage. Compared to the Senate website, it has a different look and layout, and of course, it contains a list of all House representatives. They are sorted alphabetically by last name, but you can sort by district number or by party, as seen here. Using Representative Alexander as an example, if you click on an individual representative's name or photo, you will see the same type of information that we saw for the senator list. For example, political party affiliation, names of staff members, district map, contact information, and committee assignments. Speaking of committees, if you go back to the House homepage, you can click on Committees, which will take you to the entire list of House committees. And just like the Senate website, if you click on a specific committee name, it will take you to the name of the chair, its list of other members, meeting dates, agendas, publications, and so on. With an overview of individual legislator and committee meeting information completed, now it's time to track some bills. We will start with the House website. Click on Bills and you will be taken to the following helpful screen. As you can see here, you can follow the cumulative list of all filed bills from the House and Senate during a specific session. You do not need to go back to the Senate website to see information about a Senate bill. The list of currently filed bills is shown in numerical order. The list grows quickly as bills are filed before and during session, but you can always see the total number of filed bills here. You can search on this cumulative list using different fields, such as the bill number, bill text, the sponsor, and others. When tracking new bills that are filed daily, I find the Senate website to be more helpful. This screenshot is from November 30th, 2020. You can see that bills from both chambers are found here, so you don't need to toggle back and forth between the House and Senate websites. As an example, let's say that we want to more closely evaluate House Bill 23, Statute of Limitations for Sexual Offenses. If we click on the number, it takes us to the following screen. Here you will see the name of the bill, the sponsor and co-sponsors, and a short summary of the bill. You will again find the sun tracking icon if you want to receive information about this specific bill as it moves through committees. However, it is clear from this bill's history that it never progressed through its assigned committees. In other words, it died in its first committee. When you want to look for companion bills to a specific bill that has been filed in the other chamber, this bill can be found under the Related Bills tab. This House Bill 23 example had an identical companion in the Senate called Senate Bill 946. And if you were to click on that bill, you would see that it also never received a hearing in the Senate. The Bill Text tab is where you find the most recent text version of the bill, which has the appearance as seen in this slide. Bill text can be as minimal as 1 page or many pages in length. You will also find that most bills moving through committees have staff analyses that are completed before and after each committee hearing. Since this House Bill 23 never had a committee hearing, there were no analyses completed. But as seen in this slide, for Senate Bill 90, Elections Bill from last year, there were 7 text versions and 8 staff analyses completed during its long legislative journey through committees and votes. This is how one of the staff analyses for Senate Bill 90 appeared. Now, let's say you are tracking a bill and find out it is scheduled for an upcoming committee hearing. If you wish to travel to Tallahassee to speak on the bill, you can locate information regarding date, time, and location of the meeting by clicking on the committee's name. It is not uncommon for committee hearings to be changed, postponed, or canceled, so it is important to frequently recheck the meeting schedule. If you can't travel to Tallahassee, but you want to watch the live stream recording of the meeting, you can go to the Florida Channel at thefloridachannel.org. The website appears as in this screen. You simply need to search for your meeting and click Watch Now. If you can't watch the meeting live, you can watch a recording of the meeting when it is over. Simply go to the committee that heard the bill and you will find the archived video as seen in this slide. If you want to track the votes by legislator on a specific bill, you need to go to the Vote History tab. In this slide, using Senate Bill 90 elections as an example, you can see the committee voting history and the lengthy floor vote history due to multiple amendments that were filed. 3 Senate committees voted on Senate Bill 90 prior to the Senate floor votes. If you click on any one of the committee's vote results, you will be able to see how individual senators on those committees voted. This slide shows the Ethics and Elections Committee votes on February 16, 2021 by individual senator on that committee. If you go back to the Senate floor vote history, you will see the voting history of the floor amendments and the final Senate vote on April 29, 2021 that passed the bill. And if you click on the vote result, you will be able to see how each senator in the entire Senate voted on the floor regarding this bill. Tracking a bill's history is especially crucial toward the end of session when time is of the essence. This slide demonstrates an example of a bill, House Bill 7051, titled Law Enforcement and Correctional Officer Practices, that was filed by the House Judiciary Committee late in the 2021 session on April 15, 2021. Session was scheduled to end on April 30th. It was assigned only one committee, Rules, to save time, and it had no Senate companion bill. In this slide, you can see that it passed on the floor of the House unanimously April 26th, and a message was sent that same day to the Senate for their consideration. That same day, the Senate referred the bill to the Senate Rules Committee as its only committee for consideration. The Rules Committee passed it a day later, on April 27th. On April 29th, House Bill 7051 passed unanimously on the floor of the Senate. But the journey was not over. The Senate communicated in messages to the House, and the bill was enrolled the day before the end of session, meaning that common language was attained between the House and Senate, and the bill was ready to be sent to the governor. This slide shows the chronology for the bill after it was enrolled. It was signed by the governor on June 29th and became law on its effective date of July 1st, 2021. So House Bill 7051 was a success story and an example of a bill that passed both chambers in the nick of time to eventually be signed into law. But tracking bills to their conclusion also allows us to see that it ain't over till it's over, or at least not until Brunhilde sings. Senate Bill 54, Motor Vehicle Insurance, is an example of a bill that passed both chambers and was enrolled, but eventually the bill was vetoed by the governor on June 29th. And House Bill 969, Consumer Data Privacy, is an interesting example of a bill that passed both chambers very late in session. In fact, the Senate passed it only one day before the session ended. But the bill got hung up in messages between the House and Senate, and it couldn't make the deadline for enrollment before session ended. It was so close, yet so far away, but it is almost certain to be refiled in the next 2022 session. We hope this inspires you to join the Democratic Women Club of Florida's legislative team as we track bills important to our organization during the next legislative session. Until then, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions, and happy bill tracking!